Next, we're going to dive into a little deeper into what is an asset. So I'll click on the Assets tab, and as an example, I'll go into bridges, because bridges are one of the more complicated assets that we keep track of here at the Illinois Tollway. So if you can click on this particular bridge as an example, I'll go ahead and click on View. And what this does, it spits back all of the information that's associated with that asset. Now, as you can see from looking at this map, really, as far as how GIS looks at it, assets are either points, lines, or polygons, and they're just located out in space. I mean, that's basically all it really is. And now we're just tying additional information to that location out in space. So if you scroll down and through here, you can see a whole variety of information that's associated to this point in space. So we have the cartograph ID number, the IDOT structure number, what it actually carries, what's the feature that's over, what the feature that's under, the route, direction, mileposts, the M district, the what's the name, there's a variety of different things that are all kind of populated through here. And this has been information that's been populated over time. So as an example, I'll just keep on scrolling through. This is just all of the information that's associated to this particular asset. So these are things, the asset level information is just the stuff that doesn't change. It's a three-span bridge. Well, unless we come out here and reconstruct this bridge, that three-span bridge isn't going to change anytime soon. And, the number of lanes is not going to change very soon. The length of the bridge is not going to change. It's possible for those things to change, if there's additional capacity or whatever else, but at that point, it's the characteristics of the bridge are now changing. So these are just, all of this information is filterable and searchable if you're looking for something. If you're looking for all your bridges that are over 600 feet long, you can run a filter on all of your bridges that are over 600 feet long. So this is the beauty part about having a system like Cartograph, where you could put all this information into your metadata, or you can put all this metadata into one system. So there's a lot of other good information in here, like example, this bridge was installed in 1958, but then was replaced in 2006. So this is just a lot of information that's all tied to this one particular asset. But the beauty part about that next is I can scroll down to it and I can start seeing the history. So we put in when it was installed and when it was replaced, but then there's also issues that are out there with this particular bridge right now, and it looks like there's a variety of different tasks that need to be completed in one way, shape, or form. So, but they're all once again tied to this point in space. So that's usually that's the biggest benefit of creating this asset level information, is that we can actually start to see a history, or maybe even start to see reoccurring problems if we're kind of going out to this bridge, every single year in order to, replace replace a stretch of guardrail that's adjacent to it, or there's, we're having patching or some substructure repair, or a variety of different things that all could be happening. We could start to see trends that are starting to occur, and ultimately make better recommendations for see what's in the best interest of the tollway. Now, in addition to this information, is we've associated a deterioration curve to this particular asset, and based off of its previous inspection, and the anticipated deterioration based off of the curve that we put into place, it looks like there's about 10 more years until we actually need to get out there and actually do a major repair, because we could always be proactive and get out there beforehand, but this basically tells us if our overall condition index drops below 70, that's whenever our next major repair needs to occur. So that we have 9 years till then. So it's just giving us additional information to help us program out when our next repair cycles need to occur.